Hello everyone, I am the Halfwit Brit and this is Manor Lords, and I just want to quickly say thank you very much for all the likes and comments on the videos last week. It really is appreciated and it's nice to get to know some of you. There was a couple of questions about what sort of games I'm going to play going forwards. Obviously I do like city builders and management sort of games. As you can see, I'm playing a city builder right now. Simulation games is another thing. There is quite a few games coming out. Planet Coaster 2 does sort of tickle my fancy, assuming it's not going to be completely bugged. We know we know kind of what happens with AAA games. So we have that. There's obviously things like City Skylines too, but I'm open to suggestions. Anything that you think kind of would fit me or you'd like to see me play, let me know. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with it. As for today, look at that view, Jesus. Looks amazing. We're going to do a little bit of trade setting up, and also in Middleton, which is where we are now. This is where most of the trade's going to happen. Now, I've been thinking about this a little bit. So we have our one trading post here. We have a storehouse out here. We currently know I'm working in it, but that's where our pack station from Goldhoff is dropping off some salt. I don't particularly think it matters too much where things are, but I'm going to try and have a granary and storehouse kind of in like the north, south, east, west part of the town, and I'll probably put a trade post or two in those two areas as well, just to see, you know, kind of how it works. I have been reading some comments on X from the developer, and he is in the process of reworking the market system and I guess the trade system that goes along with it. So clearly I'm not the only person who gets a little bit frustrated, because that's why he's put off doing anything else, because of comments from us saying that we're not quite happy with how it works. He did also post a screenshot of new maps that are being worked. I mean, I might actually put it up here, but you can see the mountains in the background. It looked like whatever this town was a lot closer. So that'd be something really cool as well to get our teeth into. But first off today, we're going to kind of have a look at these burgage plots that we have here, and we're going to add in a couple of extra things. So obviously along here, they're mainly artisan buildings that we've got. So we have a butcher shop. We have two armorers shops, obviously disabled because we have ridiculous amounts of helmets, which we are trading. And when we get, well, I was going to say another point, we'll go for the advanced armor making, but I think we're going to go for trade logistics first. However, one thing we could go for, we have a joiners as well, is a blacksmith. Because, well, we don't have the wealth to do it at the moment, but if we do that, as you can see there, we can make tools which we could sell. We're probably not going to do that. Spears, which we'll probably need, possibly, but I doubt it. But iron parts is something that we're most likely going to need, because I'm going to try and build an army like I did before of just archers, but in this case we also have crossbowmen. So I'm going to try and mix up between the crossbowmen and the archers, and basically the lack of a better way of putting it, the cannon fodder was my retinue. They're not cannon fodder because they're really strong, so with them taking the brunt of the damage, especially when they've got their full armor with the arrows coming over the top, it seems quite effective. So I'm probably going to go down that route again. So the moment that we have the pennies to do so, we will build a blacksmith's workshop. The other thing we're going to build is a brewery extension. And why, you may ask? You don't have barley over here. Well, I'm guessing we will have at some point. In fact, there we do. We have some now. So rather than trading ale directly, because I'm depending currently on minting them, going through what it's called, malt. There we go. Brain stopped for a second. I'm counting on them processing the malt quickly, and they're kind of doing okay. They have quite enough ale for themselves, but sometimes I think it just makes sense to trade some of that out. I have capped that at a certain amount, I think. Let me have a quick look at what I did. 50, because 50 of that becomes 100 ale, so realistically this should be fine. We're also sending the wool out, so we will buy the wool. We're still buying in some flour, which I'm probably going to stop at some point. We'll just import bread. But while the bakers are kind of struggling a little bit over there at the moment, I'm just going to bring some in so we can deal with that. We're also going to switch on our dyer's workshop at some point. We have our tannery and our weaver's workshop. Here we go. So I'm going to put somebody in here, and they're going to obviously process the wool into yarn, and we're going to bring in flax as well. Now, I don't know, I only have to move across the border slightly here. How are we doing for flax? Yes, we have a lot. Because we don't have the ability to make it over there. So yeah, we're just going to make it here and then trade it from here. So it'll get harvested, shipped in. Excellent. Everyone will be happy. So that was one thing we needed to do. Tannery. I don't know how we are for hides. Let's have a look. 18. We have a lot of leather. We could put someone in there. In fact, no, we can't because we don't have anybody. Well, that's a pain. Where can I pinch a person from? This is the issue I'm having over here currently. It's just not enough people. Now, we can obviously add some more houses. What am I looking for? 169 iron slabs. Whoa! Yeah, you can slow down a little bit. We have enough people in the forest. Do you know what we do need here? Because this pantry's still not quite big enough. We could probably do with another forager's hut. Now, we're in April, so we'll probably set that up for next show. Or maybe even 2 forager's huts. It's not a rich like source of berries, but as you can see, we could probably get a lot more out of that than we're currently doing. This one has an extension. They all have extensions on those. So if we do go down the route of building more houses, are these all level 2? They are as well. Yeah, so we're probably going to need to build a couple more houses. Not a huge problem at all. It's just it's getting the coin in here because we're constantly trading. So we're getting a little bit poor. So we have that. Do we need a tailor for Gambesons? Possibly we could go down that route as well. I'm just trying to tick all the boxes because as you can see at the moment, they need clothing and ale. So if we click on a market, it's probably the best way. Yeah, they've only got leather at the moment. And we can fix that one pretty quickly once we have some more people. So maybe it'd be a good idea. How's food looking these days? 6 months. I've got to expand very, very carefully. Because if I do it too quickly, I'm gonna be in a world of pain. I'm just looking at this area here. I think we said we'd do that as a decorative place, so maybe I won't put anything in there, but I'm wondering if we go sort of down that route. Let's see. Plot too small. Yeah, I think it's because of this weird angle. Maybe if I came off a road like that, we might be okay. We're not going to get much out of it, but yeah, we'll get one. Let me rotate it. Well, we could do it that way. Do I want the houses facing the same way though? I feel like, does that make a bit more sense? Yeah, I think that works. So we'll do that. So that's going to be another 4 people. I don't think any of those had the ability to have the housing extension, but one had a back garden. So that'll be a little bit useful. We're going to need a lot more people than that, but it's just watching that food and getting the meat in here as well. I mean, where are we at with? We've got sausages, we've got berries, bread, eggs. We need apples. I don't know the best way of going about that at this point. What are we on here? So, they get some level 3s. They're currently not doing particularly much over here when I think about it. So obviously we're making honey. We don't have a rich resource for meat, so probably orchardry may make a little bit of sense, you know. And I don't think rye would be worth it. We got enough sort of farmland as it is. So let me have a quick look anyway, just so I can be nosy. Oh, well, ooh. That is a possibility if I really wanted to. I don't think we need it. We are going to need some more people. We do have food anyway, but I think we put some houses in here in the last episode we did. Yeah, they've not all moved in yet. But we could probably go down the orchard route here, and that'd give them something else to trade as well. Excellent. So things are working. I am just wittering away. We are looking at stuff. We are going through things. But yeah, it's all about the coin at the moment, and we're a little bit poor. I think that's more because we're bringing things in than we're sending out. Let me just have a quick nosy. So full trade ale. I'm going to switch that. Oh, full trade's fine actually. I can leave that on. Cloaks we're not doing. Right, these are all major trades anyway. So we're importing flour, that's fine. We told it for 100, but how are we looking bread-wise? 50, that's probably fine. Exporting those. We could export iron ore, but I don't feel like doing that. We're importing wool up to... I put 1,000. It's never going to get that much. We may get the wool, but we won't get the malt. We're also exporting iron slabs. We're importing salt. Exporting firewood. Excellent. So yeah, we're kind of in a fairly decent place. We're probably going to need more trade posts. Hey, pause the game. There's some money. before it gets spent. Well, we need 2 things here. This is going to be a difficult one. How much do they cost? So we need a blacksmith, which is 5, and we're going to need a... Okay, so we can afford both. But this is going to take a person away, which is the problem. In fact, it's going to take 2 people away, because I need to put the brewery in as well. Ooh. I don't know. Do we just go for it? I think we should, and we're just gonna have to find the people. There we go. So we've really shorted ourselves of people there, but we have a little bit of coin free. Where can I take? What are we on here? 14. Let's stop the family in the hunting camp and let that catch up a little bit. As you can see, we're still 0, even though we've done that. From a fuel perspective, we're doing really, really well. So, Woodcutter's Lodge, I'm going to take a couple of people out of there. What do we have? The Forester's Hut, that's fine. Charcoal Kiln, I don't know why I'm clicking on them because you can see it that way. There's 2 in each of those. I could probably, that's got people with market stalls, I'll take one out of there. Fuel-wise, we have a lot of firewood, okay. So, probably take the person out of there and put another one in there. There we go, and we'll kind of convert all that stuff. We do have someone in the Weaver's Workshop, excellent. Tannery, we were thinking about that, weren't we? But I think what we actually need, let's get that onto the highest. We probably need, what am I thinking of? The thingy, you know the thingy I'm talking about, that one, Malt House. But we don't have wood, wonderful. Oh, I'll take someone out of there and put someone into there, excellent. We must have a lot of planks in. Not really, but that's probably because we're selling stuff. And my Forester's Hut, this massive kind of patch here, I don't know where they're currently working, but maybe we should top those up while we kind of get some trees sort of planted in there. And then that logging camp, whoop, a little bit of save, yep. Come on. Where have you gone? There you are. Right, you can chop those down. Right, we're kind of heading in the right direction. It all feels like it's working. My only concern over here, oh, it's gone, was the issue with food and firewood, but I've put a little market stall here, and we do have some stalls on it, which is really helping. This is kind of in the way, because I want some barley over here. And outside of building extra things, I'm not too sure how I can get rid of that, albeit, where's my saw pit? That's one way of doing it. Hopefully they'll go grab it. In fact, how many's in here? Oh. Right, there's no way of moving that, is it? That is a pain. How big is that field, actually? Oh, the field that we are going to put there. Let me just have a look at that. 1.2 Morgan. I mean, I could split it, but I don't really want to. April, May, June. Yeah, we're not quite ready for doing that yet. Fields are looking quite good, but now what I'm going to think of doing while we're at this sort of stage is I wanted to upgrade these, but couldn't do it before because I want the additional families you were getting here. You can say it's a waste, because it sort of is on one hand, but having 2 families in the same place doing the same job when we have over 1,000 flour. So I think it makes a bit of sense. We'll probably do... Ooh, do we do 3 of them? Because I think, yeah, we've got 5 altogether, if it will allow us. Requirements not met. Oh, well, it was lucky that I did it when I did it. And so hopefully that will help a little bit. The flour is all here. It's not far away. So with a bit of luck, we'll be okay. As you can see, we have some clothing issues over here as well. What do we have? Shoes. Do we not have... Ooh. Right. Do we not have a cobbler? Interesting. We have a lot of hides. The leather... Right, okay. We've got so much to do. How much money do they have over here, by the way? Not a lot right now. So we could... Do I transport the hides out to here and get them to make the shoes and transport the shoes out? Oh, decisions. Kind of feel like... We're going to get a lot of hides over here. I mean, we could do, but it's depending on this area having the cash to do it. So I think we could. I don't think we have a cobbler. I wish there was a quick way of seeing which buildings are what, because when you look at it like this, I mean, minus the rain, there's no way of discerning what buildings are what. Now, obviously the tavern has a nice little cog on it, the granary has the basket, and the storage has a little box there. And most production buildings as such have this, but the upgraded burgage plots don't. They just look the same. So I wish there was some easier way of kind of seeing, because otherwise I could have a cobbler here somewhere, and I've just completely forgot. See, we have a tailor's workshop. They're making gambesons currently. Yeah, they don't really have the ability to... in fact, they won't be making gambesons, because I don't think we have linen, but we've got 120 odd of those. So, potentially, just butchers, brewery. Can that have an extension? No, but this one probably can. That has chickens on it. Yeah, we'll take this chicken one, and we will put a cobbler in there, which means we now need the ability to make leather, which seems like such a basic thing because we had that in the past, but we're going to have to put another one in. I might just put that in here. I don't particularly think anything was going to go there. Emma, flax, barley. Yeah, it's not really got the best fertility. So we'll do that. And at least we can do something with some of those hides. We are currently trading them out too. We have so much wool. And yarn. We have yarn, so I don't know what the issue realistically is there. Let me have a quick look. Clothing. They've got three. Oh, is it gone now? Okay, whatever. We'll still do something. We'll still make some boots. But because we do have... Wait a minute. It's on the wrong menu. 90 shoes. This is a thing. I wish it defaulted to total goods stored, because I'm looking at that and thinking, oh crap, I've only got 5. And then because it's surplus, and then I come back and look, actually, I've got far more than I thought I had. Leather 48. Yeah, I'm still going to convert some of that to leather. I think it just makes a bit of sense. I have a brain like a sieve. I feel like that I may have put in over here the malt house, and I can't see where I've put it if I did at all, but I just realized I don't actually need that over here because we're bringing in malt. I thought I put it here, but it doesn't look like I did, so I have no clue. Maybe I mentioned it and then just didn't do it. That is an entire possibility. All we need actually is the brewery, so we'll just increase that and get that one done. Oh my goodness, I'm losing the plot, honestly. So do we have currently... So we have a lot of salt. We have 18 malt, so there we go. So that's going to double to make ale. So that should work quite nicely. I'll probably get someone in the tavern just ready. And that's just going to make that happiness a little bit better over here as well. And there we have it. We have a blacksmith. So now we're going to go into here and we're going to set that to iron parts, because we want to be able to make crossbows. And then obviously the joiner's workshop, we could... Well, that's shields. Who makes crossbow? Oh, a boa. Ooh, we don't have one of those, do we? Can we use that last building there? I think we could do. Is this all of these now? Oh, I'm running out of people. Oh no, there's still a couple left on the end here that are not artisans. So, kind of where my brain's at, obviously we are currently making this our middle region and the main city, I guess. That's kind of how I want it. However, we need to be getting to a point now where we can start to challenge some of these other territories. So that's kind of where I'm at mentally. That's what I'm thinking about. So obviously we need to have crossbowmen and things like that over here. Now we do have troops in other areas. You can see that those archer militia over there don't quite have enough bows by the looks of it. But I want to be able to recruit extra militia into this area, which we currently don't have. So I think once that's done, I don't think we'll go down the spearman route. I feel like aerial assault is the best way, as long as your retinue can actually deal with it. And if we have a quick look at, say, where are we now? We're in Middleton. So I think, yeah, they've all pretty much got their armor by the looks of it. So yeah, we're in a good place, and I think that's really going to help when we come down that route. I also forgot to say we did upgrade the church over here, so that is looking absolutely gorgeous as well. I probably should whack one of these onto a high, and we'll probably take that person out of the tavern just temporarily to get that up and running. I'm a little bit concerned about the tax collection. That's another reason to get another region in. More taxes. In fact, are we taxing... I mean, they are fairly poor over here, so I don't want to go absolutely crazy, but let me just check the taxes. 10%. Okay, so we are doing it. And we do have, you can see, 3 more families. I am thinking about those orchards, but it means we need some level 3s. Now, there's quite a few level 1s here. I think these gardens are not very big, so I don't need to really kind of panic too much about having enough people in here to work this garden. So I think we'll just continue along the route here, and we'll upgrade you to level 2. In fact, we can do a few of them, I will. It's just taking some timber, and we have quite a bit of that. So I might just upgrade the whole row. There we go. Excellent. At least they all get some nicer houses anyway. Looks like they get some kind of shingle or slate. I think that's shingles. I mean, in the UK, we probably would have used thatch. In fact, to say probably, I can still see places here with thatched roofs. But we generally use either slate roofing tiles, or you kind of see some places it looks like it's kind of like been forged out of clay. So I don't know if you'd call them tiles or stone roofing tiles, but either way, I'm not really into building houses, so I don't really know much about them. I can just tell if it's a slate roof or not. And where are we at now? We're in May, so we've got June, July, August. I'm wondering, I might start to get this field ploughed. 91% barley, lovely. Have we removed this? We have, yeah. So we have 2 big fields here. We're going to want to get barley on. I don't know what they'll be the season after. I can still see that lovely thumbs down here. Okay, that changed pretty quickly. The moment I said it, someone went, no boss. Don't know what you're talking about. What's your problem? Firewood. You'd think food would be the issue over here, but it's not really seemingly bothering anybody. We'll put someone in that tannery as well. Yeah, food variety is the issue. We can see, have a quick look at food. So vegetables, bread, eggs, fish. Oh yeah, I forgot I was dealing with fish, and we have some meat as well. How is the fish doing? My goodness. Barely even touched it. There's 3 families in here. Albeit I didn't even invest the point. Maybe we could probably do with another fisherman's building down here. They've got to walk a long way, so there is that. You know, maybe. Is that going to be under industry or farming? Or neither of those? And it'll be under the very beginning tab, which is called gathering. Actually, that makes sense when I think about it. I'll just put you guys here. There we are. Excellent. Oh, it's all sort of kind of going the sort of direction I want it to. Are these all level 3s now? They are pretty much. I did wonder why it looks so nice in the centre of town here. I wish we could do more with it. I really do, but I think we'll get there at some point. I was just thinking about this little plot of land here. Obviously, I said I was going to try and do some kind of gravestone looking things here. I don't think they take any resources, but I'll leave a little bit of space in between some of them. And I'm not going to take out those trees. Hopefully I'm not anyway. Let's see where that tree is. Yeah, we can get another one next to it. And I think it's going to look nice if we kind of do that. I'm just tempted to run another road through this. Hopefully it doesn't take out that tree. So we'll, as you can see, they do have the little pathways on them. I just think it'll just add a little bit of something. It's the most decorating that we can kind of do. And I suppose, does it count as decoration? I mean, I guess it's under a decorative tab, so we could kind of say it does. I could put some more over here, but I think I'll leave that for the moment, and we'll just sort of see how it kind of looks once that's done. How are we getting on over here? So the Boa's shop is on its way. Yeah, you're going to start making that. You are doing your job. Excellent. We've still not built this granary. That's taking forever. We have a lot of stone, so the only thing kind of slowing it down is getting the stone over there, I suppose. Weaver's workshop seemingly has not done anything that I can tell yet. Linen, maybe we've just not brought any in. We have quite a bit of flour. How much do we have in storage? Go on, save. Thank you. Come on. We have 44. We have a lot of leather. Okay. How are we doing for food? 8 months. We're getting to a good point. I'm just wondering if I want to save a little bit of that coin and stop bringing the flour in for a short period of time. I did say eventually we will bring the bread in, so I think we may. That's going to be under crafting materials. Yeah, we will stop that for a little while. We're still getting berries, aren't we? Yeah, I think we'll be fine, because we need, to be fair, we need to bring in what's the word I'm looking for? Meat, as opposed to flour. So we'll turn that off on that side. We are... Is that going to be under food? Just plain and simple. It is, yeah. So we want to keep 50 meat over here, and we're not really producing enough yet. How many sheep do we have currently? We have 56 sheep, 50 lambs, so we must be butchering some degree. And we do have, I mean, I think these are all chickens. These are obviously all vegetables, but most of these here that can have the extension do seem to have pigs. Pigs. All them are pigs. Your pigs. Yeah. So we should be getting some meat in. I just don't think we're getting quite enough to do the trade. So yeah, it's a bit of a tough call, that one. I'm not too sure the best way of sort of dealing with that. Do I put some more burgage plots in and get ourselves some more pigs, or... Wait, we do have a fair amount of sheep. Depends how quick they breed. I feel like there's a golden number on how many sheep to keep in order to get lambs. And I think once we get to that point, we'll be in a pretty golden place. I mean, 58 meat at the moment's not bad. See, we just had someone move in here, so hopefully that means more bread as well. Let's see what people are doing. Oh, it's just one person.
Firewood.
Firewood literally seems to be the issue again. Right, we have this farmhouse, so we're getting to that point where we're going to need families in here. So obviously we have 3 people spare. There's something I've got to consider. This is a new farmhouse, by the way. It's something I added, I think, before I started playing, just to get things a little bit ready. I mean, 2 people in a forester's hut's probably overkill. Woodcutter's lodge 2. Saw pit. Probably take a person out there for the moment. We definitely need people in the woodcutter's lodge. I may actually lower these down just to 1 family each. I think that should be enough. And we're also going to get to that point where... I mean, we're still in June, so this is going quite well. Although the fish are not replenishing currently. But we should be fine just carrying on harvesting those. Is that the right word? Yes, it is in a sense, isn't it? I mean, fishing is a form of harvesting, wouldn't you say? It's not hunting, that's for sure. And there's Conrad making some ale, some Middleton ale. Excellent. At least we're producing some over here now. We don't have anyone to put in the tavern, unfortunately, but as you can see, these houses are being built, so they should start to move in due course. So that is going rather well for us. We're still not really getting any traction in our weaver's workshop there. The communal oven will continue doing its job. Did we ask it to import? There's a question. Oh, I'm pretty sure we did. Wool import, yes. Flax, where are you? Would you be under something else? Aha! Import. There we go. Again, I'm going to set that to 1,000. There we go. That's way too much. That is overkill. And I'm pretty sure I told these guys to export it. Shocking behaviour. I clearly didn't set that to 0. Honestly, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. And wool is on an export. We don't need to do yarn. Let's double check that I'm doing everything right, because I feel like I haven't. Linen we're not bringing. Import wool. Yes. Yeah. So it's all about cash at the moment. As you can see, Middleton's only got 13 regional wealth. Mintingham is not minted, but they're doing fairly well for themselves. We can see they have some wool in there to trade. But over this side, yeah, we need to export more. Or more expensive things. So we need to start thinking about getting level 3 burgage plots. I think that's going to be the key. So once we get level 3, we get another point, which means we can buy more trade routes. Is it everyone is half price? The cost of establishing a new trade route is halved. Is that... Yes. I know I'm thinking something, but your brain sort of goes. So currently, if I buy that, it the other ones will go up in price. So will it half them all permanently and they'll stay that price? I don't think that's the case. I think it's just that initial kind of cut. But hey, we'll go with it. It's not a problem. Okay, we've just had a family move in, which means we can put one into our tavern. So we get getting fuel supplies. What I'm looking for here is transporting. There we go. Hopefully you're just not grabbing water. Let's see where you're off. Yeah, of course she is. What about Lawrence? What are you doing? Are you just... does this become a home or something? Because... Ah, right. So you're not even going to get some ale. Come on. We have 10 ale. People are dying of thirst. I want to see somebody pushing or rolling, I think is probably the better way of putting it. A barrel of ale. Oh, here we go. Show me the ale. They got it inside the house. Here we go. I mean, you've taken the long way around. You could have just gone out of there and gone that way, but you're literally going to go this way, I'm assuming. Yeah, okay. Just make life a little bit more difficult for yourself. But that's going to tick off one of these little boxes. You can see our gravestones are coming in. And actually, it's not too shabby. It'd be nice if I could put a fence around there, but things don't always sort of go the way you want. How long have we got to pay this? 266. We are bloody poor. Because this is going up obviously every year, so it's one of the problems that we're going to face. Do you know what? I think that looks pretty decent. It's not too bad considering it's a lack of decorative tools. Again, a fence around the area would look nice, but I think it kind of sort of looks right. And now we've got a nice cut through as well to the tavern. The tavern that we've... Oh, we do have ale in there. There we go. So that's... that's that. They could at least go for a drink once they've mourned somebody. You see, we're still looking at the additional clothing there, so we still only have leather, which is just a matter of time, I guess, before things get brought across. We do need probably more trading posts on both sides. I mean, this one's full. I mean, I could switch the hides off for a little while over here in Mintingham. I mean, not doing too bad for the coin, but maybe just, in fact, we'll probably go for the end of the trading post. There we go. I don't know, do we have any... It's horses, isn't it? We have 2 horses, none spare. And how about stable space? We have quite a bit. Did I demolish? Did I rebuild? It's still here, isn't it? Oh, it is. I don't think we need 2 families in there currently. So we're bringing in sheep. So, not mules. We need to import some horses. We currently have 2. 35, yeah, so let's make that 6 for now. And we are importing sheep, but we're not importing lambs. I mean, how much do they cost? Maybe we will. Let's import. So that's on 60 currently. Let's make it 80. And let's make that 70. Now, obviously, the problem here is they're both... Well, at least the lambs will get culled as they come in. But, you know, we need to produce a little bit more meat over here. And if I check my butchers... So 50, let's 100. To be fair, it may be okay. So production limit is 100, but then did we set it as 50 or 100 for trade? Let's have a quick look because I can't remember. 50, yeah. So they should trade 50 out and keep it. Yeah. So that's kind of, well, I say working. As long as their numbers are increasing, the sheep are slowly. But I think the problem is that we're killing the lambs before they grow up, if they do ever grow up. I've still not got to the bottom of that. You can see the barley is being planted in these 2. I think we should be okay. Hopefully that doesn't grow too much before harvest season. The rest of the fields are not looking too bad over here. I mean, we've got one over there that is already ready, to be fair, so we could get that done. Don't know if anything else is. 36 of 38, 28. Is that 28 of 28? It is. So we'll get a couple of these done ready. There we go, and you. Just to speed the process along. In fact, almost everything on this side is ready. So we have the farmers. Oop, that one's not quite ready. Let me try that one again. So why not get that done straight away? Is that a save or a crash? What are we going for? We're going for a save. And we do have the other farmhouse, so let's just fill that all the way up. We should still be getting fish down here as well. Yeah, The supply is pretty good. We do have the other fisherman hut. I put one family in there. And they're bringing those in quite nicely. What are we looking at food-wise? 126 fish. Okay, so we're getting there. It is working. Everything that I've sort of planned is going to plan, which is something. Well, that is not something you see every day. All these carts. I wish there was a cart maker in the game. It'd make a lot of sense. And I hope it is something that they do add. I think I've said that before, to be fair. Because it'd just be cool. Now, I did take out a storehouse that was here because it's a bajillion miles away from everywhere else, so it had to destroy it. Unfortunately, there's no option to transfer goods. If there was, I would have done that first. But it looks like they're managing to grab everything, and there's a constant stream of carts coming down here. I did build another storehouse, so we've got these ones. I think they're completely full. That they are. So that means, where's the other one? I think I built it over here. Oh no, it's in the process of being built. There we go. And I think that's one of the reasons why we're having issues with some of the kind of storage, not storage, the demand. Because I don't have enough people to sell the wood, basically. I don't think, oh, is this 69 firewood? Is that? No, see, we've got tons of wood. It's just a kind of getting the people to sell it, really. That's the only problem. So I say that. It probably is more to it than that, but I think it is as simple as that. What we haven't seen yet, which I'm a little bit sad about, is that's not what I wanted to do. You've completely... Why are we gold off? Let's try that again. What I'm sad about is we've not seen this field used as a pasture yet, because we left it as fallow. And that's probably because we're nowhere near filling these up. What are we on here? 36 of 55, so that's full. That's full. So yeah, we got a little bit of ways to go to fill that one up, but it will be cool to do that. But that's the only field currently that has the ability to do that, so it's something we're going to have to look into as we go forwards. Well, that's the most amount of coin I've seen in Middleton for a while, 163. So we're at 8 months of food, so I don't feel like importing bread at the moment. It's possible that we may be making sausages. Yes, there we go. We have a lot of vegetables, quite a few berries, bread, so we've got a good mixture in here at the moment. It's going fairly well for them. So you're making sausages, currently making no armor, blacksmith. So let's have a quick look up here now. We have a lot of helmets, some small shields. Did I make those by mistake? No, we're still making wooden parts, okay. 3 crossbows, so that's good. We did take some people out of the bloomery, didn't we? But as you can see there, we still have quite a bit of iron slabs. We have a lot of salt, so that's just getting meat across here. We have a lot of fuel, no problems there either. So things are generally going quite well. We have quite a few roof tiles for any other building that we want to upgrade to level 2. And just quickly checking over here, the Weaver's Workshop seemingly still doing nothing. The communal oven, do we have flour left? We have no flour, but that's because we told them not to. So currently exporting. Got another family in there. Don't think it's going to make a huge difference. So I don't think they go and... Do they go and collect it from the other side? Now there's a question. Do they go and collect the stuff they need from there, or do they deliver? I really don't know. So trading, and they're off every which way. What about these chaps? What are you doing? Yeah, they could literally be going any which way. I have no clue. I really don't. I might have to read up about it. I feel like they deliver, maybe it goes both ways. They deliver something they want and they bring something back. Maybe that's the way it works. But to be fair, they've not really got much in here at the moment, considering I'm asking for so many different things. Flax. Yeah, see, like that one, we have tons of it, but no one is actually picking it up. And I'm pretty sure, just double checking because I know what I'm like. Yes, we are asking for it over here and we do have the coin to buy it. So maybe I'm just being a little bit impatient. Do we have a bit of a glitch there? I don't like it when that happens, because that side of that field is going to look like it's not been planted, and that side's fine, unless that part of the field can't have barley. Maybe. No, doesn't seem that way. So they've just stopped. So I'm going to have to double check that next time and maybe redo the field. But it's a bit weird, and potentially, are we losing out on actual crops from that? We could well be. I'm not sure. And how are we getting on over here? So you're going to be barley, excellent. The fields that we've already harvested are now being planted or ploughed at least. And then the other fields will be in August, so we're getting close to September. See, that field's ready to go. Right, let's put a quick early harvest on there and see if people come along. Yeah, because some people are obviously ploughing by hand. Did I not attach? Shocking behaviour, there we go. We could have had 2 more oxen, never mind. So we're now in September, which means the harvest season is going to go ahead, full steam ahead now. This is going to be the fun bit. We do have the additional farmhouse. It'll be interesting to see how these guys get along. We are currently at 15%, so I think these will be fine for next year. As you can see, that side has started to grow now, a little bit strange. Maybe it wasn't properly planted. I don't know. I don't know why they've stopped sowing that. That's a little bit strange. Maybe it was one of the ox, but I'm not really sure. But they're going ahead and they're going to start clearing this stuff out. We are expecting quite a lot of resources, so next harvest, I don't know if that's the current one. I'm going to assume so, but we probably still have an absolute boatload of flour. Yeah, 892. That has dropped. It was well over 1,000, so that is sort of working its way through. I'd like to see, and we've got some salt in this one trader here. I will pop 2 people on there, or I should say 2 horses. So let's double check, because we have got cash over here. Are we actually doing what we should be doing? People, imports livestock, yes. Problem is, there's only one family, so I am asking them to bring in sheep. Maybe I'll stop bringing lambs in. In fact, I don't even know why I did it that way. I could just switch it off. And we'll just focus on sheep for the time being. Hopefully that will make some kind of difference. I mean, this one, yeah, we're about 11 away there now from that one being full. Excellent, that's working really good. I'm actually really excited about that. That things are just sort of going the right way. The issue here is we're just not getting all the stuff we need. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's stocking goods for sale. Oh, wait a minute. You're not going to market, are you? Let's switch that off. We don't want them doing that. They've got some bread in there. They've got some ale. They've got some hides. I'm just curious what they're doing. Let me just speed that up a second and to see what they actually bring. I think I've spotted kind of, sort of what the issue is. You can see over here, one of them is trading. So they're trading with the outside world. So when at least one of them is doing that, and let's have a quick look. Yeah, you can see transporting, stocking up, trading. So the ones that are trading are going like million miles away. That is probably one of the reasons why we're not getting stuff over here as quickly as I'd like. So with that in mind, probably not a great idea. We're not trading any of that stuff out, are we? No. So that's on export, and oh, that shouldn't be doing that. We're exporting that externally. We certainly don't want to be doing that. So let's turn that one off. Now this is going to take a little bit of time for it to kind of filter through, so I'm just going to bear that in mind. Linen. I feel like you're going to be importing. So because we're going to be making that elsewhere. The hides we were exporting, that's sort of dropped, so we'll turn that off for the moment. And we just kind of scroll through. I did have them sending the wood the wood. Jesus. Wool. Externally, but we don't need to do that at the moment. Iron tray, we're not doing iron slabs. Okay, salt, export, that's fine. So I just want them taking the stuff across to Middleton. So hopefully, oh god, I was panicking there. I thought we had a bit of an issue. Yeah, but hopefully then they'll focus on taking the stuff just to here. And these guys, again, you can see how far away they're going. So are we trading some stuff externally? In fact, I know we are. Yeah, so like mail armor, helmets we currently don't have. So I mean, I could turn that one on. Or do we have helmets? No, we have helmets, but we don't have. Let's just turn that one off because it's kind of pointless. So ale we're bringing in. You've really got to be careful with what you're doing here. So wooden hearts we're sending out. I don't want to turn these off because, as you can see, regional wealth isn't exactly great, but that probably just means that we need more trade over here. So, if we put in, I am on the right thing here, aren't I? Pack station, hitching post, no. A coin, there we are. We'll put another trading post in, not that we have the people to do it currently. But everything else over here is kind of going quite well. They've all got a drink, I'm pretty sure now. Let's have a... No one's moaning about it. Yep, we have 30 ale, we have a load of salt, a little bit of meat. So, yeah, it's just getting the meat across from this side, and they certainly do have it. 43, but 50 is their minimum, but we are sort of heading in that right direction. I know this might feel a little bit tedious in some sense, but basically the way I'm seeing it right now, if I can get this trade working correctly, then the next episode we're getting some troops and we're going to march upon one of the Barons regions. That's kind of where my brain is definitely at, and I've said that a few times. I think my brain, my mind, got my mind on my troops at the moment. That's definitely where it is. That's what we've been working towards. It took a little bit of time to get there. I think in hindsight, would I have done things differently? 100%. I probably would build my towns as close to the borders as possible each time round where you can. Obviously, Berry's kind of being over here. That's a long distance, but if you can move the animals across, you can certainly make your life a little bit easier. And building a town near the edge of a map is not great should raiders decide to do their thing, or the Baron for that matter. So I was just watching Lawrence here from Goldhoff. He came in with nothing and he's now transporting ale. So he came here to buy the ale that he requires and went back. And then we have, there we go, so you can see the same here, Thoman. I will speed up a little bit. And transporting ale. So they do come and collect. So these chaps here, I think it's just possibly because I haven't got enough traders basically. Because these have definitely got, they've got the wool in there. You can see now salt, hides. So really, it's because I'm trading externally, which is sort of slowing it down. But I kind of need to do that to get the... You see, we're completely poor at the moment, but we need to do that. So we're going to have a lot of trade buildings. That's for sure, because there's just so much going on. And I think we can see where the trade points are on the map. So we got the King's Road. I think we're going to have to build some sort of in that area. That one's there. So that would probably cover... If I built some here, it'd cover both. It's just getting the goods over there. And then the same... Got you're there on that road and you're there. So probably some in this sort of area as well. And I think that may help in the long run. I'm definitely putting 2 here for now. It's just keeping an eye on that food. And being able to have enough people to staff these buildings. This is the hardest bit of this region. I wish we could farm or something in this region, or we had just more kind of like, oh, berries. That's what I need to deal with. So yeah, obviously it's end of season now for berries, but yeah, let's take everybody out of there. Let's try a different method on this for the next season. So we currently have 0 berries. Wow, okay. Oh, it's not a rich deposit, but he still has a fair amount. It's 64. It's not a bad number. So let's put in...
Is it me? Or is that hinge a bit stiff?
It's you, definitely you. There we go. So we'll try just put a couple of families in each one next time and just see if we get more. So there was 64 in that one. Let's find a rich one. Or 64. Maybe that's the default number. Yeah, 64. Do we have a rich deposit anywhere? You're not a rich one. I'm sure there was a rich deposit of berries. Is it not a single... rich deposit of berries on the map? Wow. Wow, okay. I suppose that is what it is, really. But that's kind of surprising. But either way, we may be able to do something with that. But it's also freed me up some people as well, so we definitely needed those. And just looking at my last pasture here, you can see 51 of the 55. The only problem is this has some pasture space down here. Oh, okay, you can only hold the 4, but it's got to kind of keep that in mind. How many sheep do we currently have? 79. And 50 lambs. So the lambs are getting slaughtered bit by bit, and we are sat at 40 meat pretty much consistently. But that means nothing's getting traded, which is a bit of a problem. So do we lower that number? Let me put that to 30. Because I definitely need to trade it in order to get the sausages back. And I think I even lowered the number of sausages on this side. If we have a quick look. And that's assuming all the meat makes it makes it to the butchers to do sausages. Yeah, I've set that to 20 as well. Yeah, I don't know the best way of dealing with this. I'm not used to dealing with sheeps. Ooh, that sounds awful. Sheep and butchers. But I'm pretty sure they breed quicker than this. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Who is this? A trader? Are you bringing something back? I was just taking a quick look and I can see finally we do have some yarn and some wool. Oh, I've been waiting so long for that. So finally that is actually working for us. Now obviously they will take the flax as well and also turn that into linen. So that should also cheer these people up once we get to that point. It's taken a bit of time, but it's finally happened. Oh my goodness. The chopped. Wow, we've got so many planks. Let me turn that off for a while. We don't need that much. Well, we kind of do, but we don't at the same time. But that's absolute madness. Whereabouts are you planting? Hopefully you're refilling that area because they've cleared that out like just absolute madmen. Yeah, there we go. Look, wool. And we're still trading out the parts. We still got some malt. And as you can see over here, are they exporting vegetables? They are. Let's turn that off. We don't want to trade any of those. The bread I'm happy with, and winter is approaching. Ooh, that's worrying. How are we doing with our fields? Let's have a quick look. So them ones are all. You're not quite done yet. You're just waiting to be sowed. Okay, you're done. Let me just give you a quick highest priority, and hopefully everyone should come running like little cockroaches that they are. There we go. Just to get that one completely done. This is the only field over here that's not done. What are we doing? There's a tiny little bit. I think it's because someone's been allocated a small section of the field there. I'm just waiting for that to switch to this one. Come on. Can't be that much more seed to put down. Oh my goodness. Seriously? I'm just going to leave that as... That should have moved across, surely. Yeah, it should have done. Okay, that one's done anyway. And they're all done. 6 of 0. That seems a bit strange. You're done. You're still being ploughed. And we have a bit of a save coming through there as well. It looks... You guys are currently doing that one. Let's put that one on high. This one as well. Make sure they're on high. Just because they're slightly bigger fields. It looks, for the most part, like most of these fields have been done, I think. That's not too bad. Hopefully they finish doing that. I think we have until the end of November. So going into December. But I think we may not get this field done. It's entirely possible. How are we doing for sheep? 55. Right, that's completely full now. So now we've got no more space. So hopefully somebody comes and deals with us. We do have planks, don't we? Yeah. Let's get that on a nice price. We have plenty of people around. Oh, there we go. That's being done. That has basically been finished. Now, the only downside is we are short of a couple of people when it comes to the granary. So I may still have to pinch some... The granary, the windmill. So I may have to pinch some people still. Yeah, that one's done. Perfect. That one's also done. You're done. Hey. Excellent. They've done exactly what I need them to do. So I'm going to just pinch a couple of people out of each of these. I say people, families. I could fill them to the brim, but how much for the wheat we have is 800. It's starting to get done. What about my storehouse that I built over here? There we go. We get a couple people in there, and then I think if we take 2 out of this farmhouse as well, and we'll just make sure they're fully topped up. That may not be enough, but we'll kind of go with it and just see how that kind of works for us. What else are we missing over here? I don't think anything. So all I'm learning from this now is we probably need either a couple of upgrades to level 3 burgish plots, or we need to put some more houses in. I could put some more houses in with pigs in the back garden potentially, maybe here. I think this is fertility of Emma, but I don't feel like we need it. I could probably pinch some of that to get some pigs, and they don't need a lot of space either. So I think that might be a good course of action. in the long run. But what I want to see is... Oh, have they planted the fence upfield? Wait a minute. They have. Not for much longer. There we go. Hello. Because what I want to see, now we have this lovely fence. So, wow, that zoomed out pretty quick. I didn't even scroll the wheel that much. So pasture size, so 6 sheep are about to make their way here. So we got 52, 71 and 89. How quickly does that increase? And here come the sheep. We have 7 on their way, and that number has gone up a tiny bit. But I don't understand quite what the... how does it word it? It increases this. In fact, let's just read it up here. It says it somewhere. Allows the field, which rapidly restores lost fertility. How rapid is rapid? There is a question. Could it be if you do an early harvest and you put them on there, and as long as you get the field sort of ploughed and sown in time, could it be you could turn the field around in the same year? That'd be interesting to see. But either way, it's cool to have like sheep just moseying around on other fields. I'm not 100% kind of satisfied that this is going to make a huge difference. However, the the sheep are now close to the butcher shop. How are we doing with meat? 41? Yeah, I think 40 was what I said their maximum should be. We do have this storehouse as well, which should get rid of some of these thumb downs. We've still got a few issues with firewood. We could probably make some more. In fact, we could probably import charcoal. You see, we got various amounts of resources in the traders as well, which is great for us. What does that mean for us over here? Well, we do have some malts. These need horses. I currently can't afford to buy any. That's so bad. Well, what can you do? But we have some... Yeah, we have some yarn there, I can see. What are we doing ale-wise? We have some ale. Yeah, so there we go. If you're looking, we still have a couple of people here moaning about variety of food. I don't really know what we're missing. Berries, basically, by the looks of it. In some regard, you see, aha, there we go. So the yarn has made its way through, but because some of these buildings require 3 things, we kind of got to sort of deal with that as well. But at least we're not struggling for food over here. We're not even importing any bread at the moment, which is really, really good. And we also should have, yep, we have the 3 gatherers huts, or sorry, foragers huts for the next season. So that'll be something interesting to watch. At least I understand now a little bit better how the trade works. And that the fact that they do actually go and collect from the opposing trader to get the stuff that they need. Albeit that's got nothing in it, but this is, we're really cashless, I think, is the issue. So what we kind of probably need to think about in the next episode is building up our armies over here. So we do have crossbows, but we need war bows as well. So I might switch that temporarily and we'll build those up. Do we still have... Yeah, we still have quite a few iron slabs, but we'll get some of those built up. And then we also need to think about getting that additional point, which means we need 3 level 3 burgage pots. And as it stands, the only thing between us and that goal is getting some linen. So we need to get some flax over here. And once that's done, in fact, you cannot be a market trader. Once that's done, that is going to really, really help. What are you up to? Goldhoff transporting ale. See that they're quite happy to go and get their own ale, and there definitely is flax in here just waiting. But anyway, I think on that note, I'm going to leave this one here just as winter starts. We're ending an episode on winter as opposed to starting it on winter. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.